Before the fame, before the screaming fans, before the tear-jerking monologues that would define a generation. There was a quiet boy from the streets of Pasay who didn't know he was about to become one of the greatest actors the Philippines would ever produce. This is the full, unfiltered story of John Lloyd Cruz, a journey of rise, retreat, reinvention, and a legacy that hits straight to the soul. Early life. Humble beginnings, big destiny. John Lloyd Cruz was born on June 24, 1983, into a modest Filipino family. Life wasn't glamorous, it was grounded. His father worked hard in the transport sector, while his mother held the family together with quiet strength. Growing up with siblings, Lloydie learned early that survival wasn't about comfort, it was about resilience. There were no silver spoons. No shortcuts. Just discipline, family values, and dreams that felt bigger than his surroundings. And yet, destiny had already marked him. A talent scout discovered him at a young age, turning an ordinary day into the first chapter of an extraordinary life. Educational background. A dream interrupted. John Lloyd attended Marikina Catholic School, where he lived a fairly normal student life. Later, he enrolled at AMA Computer College. But then came the crossroads. Acting opportunities began to pour in, and he faced a life-altering decision. Stay in school, or chase a dream that wasn't guaranteed. He chose the dream. It wasn't an easy choice, but it was the right one. Because sometimes, the biggest risk is not taking one at all. Career. The making of a legend. The early days. His journey into showbiz began with ABS-CBN, one of the biggest entertainment networks in the Philippines. He was introduced as part of Star Magic Batch 5, a training ground for future stars. At first, he blended in. But it didn't take long before he stood out. His natural acting ability, subtle, emotional, painfully real, made him different. Breakthrough roles. When everything changed. His breakout came through television dramas that captured the hearts of millions. It Might Be You, Maging Sino Ka Man. These weren't just shows, they were cultural moments. Suddenly, John Lloyd wasn't just an actor. He was the face of Filipino romance. Film dominance. Box office king. He conquered cinema with a string of powerful films that combined commercial success with emotional depth. One More Chance. A heartbreak classic that became legendary. A Second Chance. A sequel that hit even deeper. The Mistress. Bold, mature, unforgettable. Honor Thy Father. A critically acclaimed performance that showcased his range. His ability to portray pain, love, and vulnerability made audiences feel like they weren't watching a movie. They were living it. Iconic pairing. His on-screen partnership with Bea Alonzo became one of the most beloved love teams in Philippine entertainment history. Their chemistry wasn't just convincing, it was electric. Fans didn't just watch them. They believed in them. Relationships. Love in and out of the spotlight. Behind the fame, John Lloyd's personal life often made headlines. His rumored real-life romance with Bea Alonzo kept fans guessing for years. Their story blurred the lines between fiction and reality. Then came a surprising turn, his relationship with Ellen Adarna. It was bold, unexpected, and deeply personal. Unlike his past, this relationship unfolded with less polish and more authenticity, showing a different side of the actor. Marriage and kids. The man behind the star. John Lloyd and Ellen Adarna were never officially married, but their relationship brought something life-changing into his world. Their son, Elias Modesto. Fatherhood transformed him. It grounded him, softened him, changed his priorities. Even after their separation, John Lloyd remained a devoted father, choosing presence over publicity. The Great Disappearance. Walking away at the top. At a time when his career was untouchable, John Lloyd Cruz did something almost unheard of. He stepped away from fame. No big farewell, no dramatic exit, just silence. He took a break from showbiz, traveling and living life outside the spotlight. Some called it career suicide. Others called it bravery. But for John Lloyd, it was necessary, because sometimes, losing yourself in fame means you have to walk away to find who you really are. Reinvention. The artist returns. When he came back, it wasn't the same John Lloyd. He wasn't chasing blockbusters anymore. He was chasing meaning. He worked with acclaimed director Lav Diaz, known for deep, unconventional cinema. This phase of his career was raw, artistic, and fearless. He traded glamour for substance, fame for freedom, and in doing so, he elevated his craft to another level. Legacy: more than just a star. John Lloyd Cruz is not just an actor. He is a master of emotional storytelling, a box office king who chose depth over dominance, a cultural icon who redefined what it means to be a leading man. His legacy isn't just in awards or hit films. It's in the way he made people feel seen, understood, and human. In an industry obsessed with staying visible, John Lloyd Cruz proved that sometimes disappearing is the most powerful move of all. Because when he returned, he didn't just come back as a star. He came back as something greater. A storyteller, a seeker, a legend still unfolding.